Welcome back, one and all, to Grotto Plays Dragon Grotto 9, Sentinels of the Starry Grottos. I have driven myself unquestionably insane to the point where Sheogorath himself would be rendered speechless and jealous at the sight of me. I have spent a lot of time, an uncountable amount of time, a lot of time, in grottos, like to the point where I could name off the word grottos without stuttering 18 straight times in a row, which is an accomplishment for me. I got a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff. I went through a lot of grottos, and I opened up a lot of chests, and I got a lot of things. The first thing that we got are levels. Look at our levels. These are our levels. Dynne is now 52. Nuts is 51. Bolts is 52. Charles is 52. We got so many levels over the course of fighting so many enemies and so many grotto bosses that we're now low 50s. It's a lot. It's a lot. We also got a bunch of accolades. Wow, look at all these accolades. Over the course of going through grottos, I accidentally pressed the select button and the battle records button trying to navigate different menus so many times that I got a bunch of accolades. Look at how beautiful they are. I am particularly fond of the one that I think I might get right now if my multiverse knowledge about grottos are correct. You're a seasoned traveler now. That's 100 hours we've spent together. Yeah, time flies when you're sort of having fun. yeah, sort of having fun. Yeah, seasoned traveler. This is an award presented to Dynne for 100 hours of rambling. Yes. That is the single most true accolade I of all people could ever get. 100 hours of rambling. Yep, that's me. 100 hours of rambling. Yep, it's very accurate. As you can see down at the record, time spent is now 103 hours and 51 minutes. It's a lot of time, and on that topic, all I will say is that a wise man once said, "To slow is to human, to speed up is to divine." The speed up function of an emulator is truly a blessing because you'll see also right between quests completed and guests canvassed is this wonderful little thing called grottos completed. That number is now 82. I completed 82 grottos. That is one more than 81 and one less than 83. That is a large amount of grottos. I've basically completed one grotto for every quest I've completed because I've done 84 quests. I really hope you guys don't mind me rambling for a short while talking about the grottos because, like, the grottos are insane. And not in the difficulty sense, in the sense that grottos are tedious. Well, not tedious, they're mindless. If you've ever played Mystery Dungeon and you just like to go through mystery dungeons in Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, that's basically what grottos are. And just it's over and over and over and over again. Anyway, let me show you how many treasure maps that I've gotten my hands on because I've got my hands on a lot. Remember in the last episode or whatever, the episode before last or some arbitrary point in the past, time is a flat circle and I got no idea what's happening. I only had the Granite Tunnel of Woe level 1 and the Rock Mine of Doubt level 10. Yeah, I got a few more. Graphite Cave of Doubt, they're 32. It goes, page 2 is where it's really happening because I got all the way up to the Platinum Void of Dread and the Silver Tundra of Dread at level 73. I was going through a lot of grottos. Like I showed, 82 grottos. These are just the maps that I felt important enough to keep. There were 82 of them. I went through a lot, and I figured out a lot of aspects about myself and how far I'd be willing to grind out grottos before, I wanted to, drown myself into a bog. Anyway, there's a lot of things that I could talk about in every one of these grottos. There's really a lot of different aspects. We'll be going through these grottos will tide me over for quite a long time. there's one thing I want to talk about immediately, and then there's another grotto I want to go into right away so I can show a thing off that'll help me immeasurably down the line. Where is it? Is it this one? Yes. Copper Layer of Bane, level 50. This is the thing. Right now, what I want to draw your attention to is down in the bottom right corner. It's the little area called Treasures Plundered. The treasure map, 100%. That's inconsequential, because you get a treasure map every time you beat a grotto boss. Pro's Axe and Hero's Boots. This is, well, the bread and butter, the meat and potatoes, the what you want out of the grottos. There's a 5% drop and there's a 2% drop. And the 2% drops are insanely difficult. You can see in the treasure plundered section of the Copper Layer of Bane level 50 that the 2% drop of this particular grotto is Hero's Boots, 2%. I went through 82 grottos, 82 of them, 82 individual grottos, and that is the single and only 2% drop that I got out of any of them. And you might be wondering, well, Hero's Boots, I mean, like, they have a cool name. Are they good equipment? Are they, like, interesting? Like, what's so special about them? The Hero's Boots are something that's extremely special, believe it or not, because if I go into my equipment and I go straight to my boots, these are the Hero's Boots, and these are fancy footwear that heals health points as its wearer wanders. As I wander around, my health will regenerate if I'm wearing these boots. And then you can also see in the top right, the rarity, it's 4-star rarity. These are some of the best boots in the game. The absolute highest tier end game, post game equipment are going to be exclusively the 2% drop rates from grottos. I went through 82 of them and I got one pair of boots. Luckily, there is a method of getting them a lot easier, to the point where it is guaranteed if you do it properly. I'll be covering that eventually later on, not right now. But anyway, I wanted to show off that I got Hero's Boots. I'm really sorry that I don't have footage of me actually getting the Hero's Boots. But like I like to reiterate in this brief moment as this episode is, well, getting started, 82 grottos. Even with speed up, I want to say, based on my, well, over 2 years on Twitch and YouTube, that if I were to record 82 grottos worth of Dragon Quest IX, I would have probably roughly 100 gigabytes of just raw footage, and I don't have the space for that. I don't want to dedicate my hard drive to 100 gigabytes of just grottos, 82 grottos. So just trust me that it was, well, actually, I was about to say, I was suitably surprised. I was so brain dead when I got this that I'm just like, yay. And then I moved on, and I didn't even think about it until I woke up the next morning, because I'm like, oh, wait, didn't I get those? That's pretty impressive. So, yeah, I got a pair of these boots. They'll be more impressive once I have more of them later down the line. But for right now, that's not important. What I want to show off is actually kind of, well, I want to do a quest. I do want to do a quest. So actually, hold on, before I get to actual content of the episodes, the blue chests that you find in grottos, I found a lot of them. There were a lot of blue chests, and I looted a lot of things. But the way the blue chests work in grottos is roughly, well, it's basically the same as in the overworld. Every blue chest in the overworld and in the grottos has a rank. And it goes from like rank 1, which is like god-awful and terrible, and you get like medicinal herbs, all the way up to rank 9. And rank 9 is like the be-all, end-all of equipment. And, well, spoilers, I didn't find any rank 9 chests, but I did find a rank 8 chest. And that is one of the things that I want to show off today. Because you can get some pretty good items from rank 8 and rank 7 chests that I want to show off, because I did get some some weapons that are worth showing off. If I go to the end of my weapons, everything from these 5 pink bows onwards are stuff that I got from very high level chests. So the heavy hatchet is very powerful. It's a good hatchet, a heinous hatchet that can hew through any material monster. It's more powerful than my bow, but I'm a ranger right now. I also found 3 megaton hammers. The 3 of them, it was a 1% drop. From tier 8 chests, you can get stuff like the hatchet, the heavy hatchet, the megaton hammers, the hero spears, beastmaster claws, or beast claws, beastmaster, I don't know, Hela's hammer, and wizardry whips. They're from tier 7 chests. They're from tier 7 chests. And they're pretty good equipment. They're 1% drop rates. Like I said, if you go through enough grottos, 82 of them, you'll get some stuff. But the thing that I want to show off that I got from the tier 8 chest, the penultimate tier of chests in grottos, is a metal slime sword, a hard blade that carries incredible clout. By itself, it's pretty meaningless, because if I go to bolts, it's significantly weaker than Erdrick's sword. So I don't much care for the metal slime sword in and of itself, but it's what it represents that it's very good. It's what it's representative or representing that's very good. I need to go to a very specific grotto. I have many a note. That's a sticky note. Well, it's a pile of sticky notes, but it's the thing that's very helpful. If I go to my treasure maps and I look for something very specific, I believe it's the Steel Crypt of Regret. Yes, this is the one. This is the one that's very important. Very important. So I'm gonna go to this one. This is the one. This is the single grotto that I found with a level 8 chest, and I wanna show you why that this is very important to me. Where was that? Oh, I remember where that was. Whistle. I can't even muster up the gumption. I don't know. My brain. The grottos has melted my brain. This is admittedly a brand new day in terms of Dragon Quest IX. Yeah, I needed to take a break from the grottos. So I know I'm going back into the grottos, but this is not, well, I do kind of need to show off the bosses, don't I? I do need to show off the bosses. Actually, it's down here. It's on the Lonely Coast, this particular one. It's like right on this patch of trees or something like it. It's around here. I remember vaguely where all of the grottos are that I did. There it is. Brilliant. This is the grotto that's very important because of that chest. How do I go through? Luckily, as long as you clear the grottos, you have the full map, which is good. So technically, I have cleared at least all of these grottos once, and I have beaten the bosses, so it's technically possible for me to go through and do all of this. I need to get to floor 13. There are like 13 floors on this particular grotto, and I need to get down to floor 13. And luckily, thankfully, I should say this, now that we have access to like level 50 plus grottos, all of the dungeons, or well, not the dungeons, but the enemies that we now have access to are going to offer us the opportunity to do many more side quests and unlock many more boons and lucky things, and it'll be good all around. It's basically the crux of the issue. So we'll get more into that as we're unlocking and doing more quests. But for right now, I just want to show off this particular chest, because I would very much like to tell you my plans for it. Go away, claws. Don't look at me, claws. Hopefully. Oh yeah, this is one of the new enemies. I suppose if we find some new enemies, we should look at them. We definitely should. This is a Darkonium slime? Yes, Darkonium slimes. They don't notice my presence. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Now that we have access to high-level grottos, we can finally summon forth the omniscient tomes to allow us to know more knowledge about some terrifyingly strong enemies. Perfect prisms with supernatural reflectivity, Darkonium slimes can manipulate light on a fundamental level. They can bend it through themselves in such a way that they can render themselves invisible, as well as manipulate light to such a remarkable degree that they can create near-perfect illusions to befuddle foes. Draconium slimes are exponentially more dangerous in groups, because if they feel threatened, then they can bounce light back and forth between themselves, and when they unleash that stored energy, the fallout is always catastrophic. Reign of Pain. Destroy all of these. Believe it or not, I've fought very few enemies in these grottos. I have tried my absolute level best to not fight enemies in grottos because, well, that takes time, and I went through 82 of them, and I don't want to have to think about going through and fighting any more because that would just make it take longer. Are they, like, immune to damage? Those things are insane. All right, Reign of Pain, Starburst Throw, Falcon Slash that thing, and then just attack as normal. Draconium slimes are healers, as you can see, and, well, that's not exactly good. Oh, yes, the shield. I love that shield. It's so good. Reign of Pain. Can we deal with some of them? They have very high defenses. Most of the enemies that you're going to find in grottos are going to be very, very difficult. So, one of the other reasons why I don't really fight the enemies in grottos is because if the grotto is like a level 70 grotto, like a few of them that I have are, well, I am still level 50, so I am pretty under-leveled. Like, that thing did 130. I am pretty under-leveled when it comes to fighting some of these monsters, so it's not really been a priority to fight them. They'd be good for EXP, but honestly, the bosses have been great for EXP. I think I gained like a handful of levels, and it's been fantastic. Draconium Slime, I need you to not hit me. They're dangerous. These enemies, like, genuinely are very dangerous, and they have a lot of HP. But that is all going to be mitigated by this single chest that I have access to. Like 378 gold coins. How beautiful, how lovely. I don't think we needed to fight Draconium slimes for that one quest about the, like, shame on goo or whatever it is. I don't believe so. Regardless, floor 13. Some of these dungeons are quite large, and it took me a while to get through them. Luckily, I only needed to explore them once. Or, well, it's more accurate to say, luckily, I only needed to beat them once, and then I didn't need to explore them. Although, I should say, if you need a little bit of assistance when it comes to finding the staircase on these floors. Oh, mini medals, that's a great thing to bring up. One thing at a time. The thief spell, or the thief skill, Treasure Island, if you use this in grottos, it will tell you the location of the staircase, which is incredibly helpful. Incredibly helpful. But as you just saw, that blue treasure chest gave me a mini medal. I am gonna go into my bag and show you how many mini medals I have. Where are they? Mini medals. I have 73 of them. 82 grottos. With the amount of chests that I found in some of them, because some of the grottos had like 10 chests in total, and I'm like, that's insane. That is genuinely insane. And like, I would average like 1 or 2 mini medals per grotto, like a lot. There were a lot of mini medals. Plus, there were the opportunities to fight mimics and chatterboxes. They're not chatterboxes. I don't remember what they're called, but the mimics of the world. They also gave me mini medals on occasion, so it's great. But this is another new enemy that I want to fight because it's an octagoon, and I feel like I should show it off because I really, really like the design of octagoons. These slow-moving, lumbering beasts known as octagoons can claim to be one of the most formidable and enduring living beings in the whole of the Protectorate. They are formidable because, in a feat of biology that defies conventional knowledge, their bodies are roughly 80% pure muscle. Scientists have an uphill battle studying these ancient behemoths because of their rarity and longevity. One of the very few intact octagoon corpses that's been retrieved and studied leads scientists to conclude that octagoons can live upwards of 700 years, thanks to the samples of bones taken from the specimen. Oh gosh, it's raising its tension. That's terrifying. Hopefully, it doesn't do a lot of damage. I've gotten so used to these bosses in these grottos having like multiple attacks. It's like, oh, 2, 3 attacks at once, and I'm like, please stop. But my gosh, I feel like I've used multi-heal 1,000 times over with the amount of times I've used it. It's crazy. One thing I have learned, though, is that it's very, very helpful and very, very useful, actually, to just do normal basic attack. 253! That's why I avoid these enemies. They're terrifying. But one thing I have learned is that just standard bog basic attacks are shockingly powerful. Because if you can get that damage multiplier, it can rack up the damage. It really can. It's actually very helpful. 110 gold coins. No loot, but filling out that bestiary entry is also very helpful. So we need to go floor 7. We need to go a few more floors. Oh god, that troll, you're in the way. Don't look at me. Can you just scooch on past me? Oh, thank you. Oh god, another one. Excuse me, I'm just gonna squeeze on past you. I don't want to have to fight the trolls. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fight trolls later down the line for quests. I just don't want to do it right now. I just need to get to floor 13. Can you scooch on past me? Could you just you're my friend. My friend, you're kind of going the wrong way there. I really don't want to have to you've cleared out. That's fine. Let bygones be bygones. If you don't want to fight me, I don't want to fight you. Anyway, oh, I remember these paths. Oh, it's like muscle memory at this point. I never thought I'd have muscle memory for how to go through individual grottos. Oh, these stupid things. Although, I should say, another thing to talk about, I guess, is that the deeper you go into these grottos, the higher the quality of enemies and loot. So, something to keep in mind. Once you get into the double digits is when you're realistically gonna have your highest odds of getting, well, terrifyingly dangerous enemies and good loot. Which is why I found the level 9, or the level 8 chest. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Some of these grottos would just have chests. Like, the highest, oh, those are new. Veterans boots. Never gotten those before. Lovely. But, like, yeah, you just go through floors. It's like 880 gold. That's a level 7. That's a rank 7 chest, I believe. I have learned the ranks of the chests purely and entirely based on how much money I get from them every so often. They're all blending together. No more Darkonium slimes. I don't want to fight them. We're 1 floor away. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. No, not another Octagoon. Anyway, now that Octagoon is out of the way, we can finally move on to our desired floor of number 13, the ultimate floor. Well, not the ultimate floor. The ultimate floor has the boss. The penultimate floor of this terrifyingly dangerous grotto. This is the floor with our desired chest. You're in the way. Oh god. I don't want to deal with you. You and your kind. There's 3 of them. I don't want to. Can I run away? Oh, thank God I can run away from them. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to deal with 3 of them. I could barely handle 1 of them, let alone 3. That would be a dangerous trial. Anyway, this is the chest that I have very much desired. Or a Calcum. Now that is a good little thing to get. I am very appreciative of that. This is the only rank 8 chest that I have found across 82 grottos, which means that this is a very important chest, a very, very, very important chest. Previously, I did get a metal slime sword out of this chest, and that means I can get other such metal slime equipment. And if you recall, in a well or on a mountain or in some remote location, I met a woman. I know that's a huge shock, but I did, and she wanted a pair of boots. It was a bunny girl in a well jail cell. I think it's coming back to me. She wanted a pair of boots, metal slime solarettes. The only place I can get them is in this chest. And that presents a bit of a problem, because if I want this chest to magically repopulate with loot, I am going to need to exit the grotto, close the grotto map, reopen the grotto map, and then descend 13 floors again and again and again and again and again and again and again until I get the boots. I'm not gonna make you guys sit through that because that will take forever. Because the chances of us finding those Metal Slime Solarettes, now that I am actively looking for them, is a big fat 0. I will never get them, but I will try nonetheless. And, well, I plan on recording every time I open this chest until I get them, and then in the next episode or the episode after that or whenever I decide to do it, it'll be like, oh, this is 20 minutes of times 10 sped up footage of me opening this chest. Here's my 87 lumps of orichalcum, 14,000 metal slime swords, and 2 metal slime shields, and then nothing else. Anyway, can I fight you guys? I need to fight these enemies. While I'm down in these grottos, I do need to fight these enemies. Alarmers, I don't know if we fought them before. And I know we haven't fought these slugger slots. Slugger slaughters? Slugger slots. They're capable of terrifying things because they're, well, genocidal freaks. I mean, like, just look at them. They're like orange and magenta. Anyone who puts orange and magenta. Are these alarmers magenta too? Everything in this grotto is, I was about to say dementia, but that's not. That's what my brain, Tomes, the omniscient bestiary is breaking out of me like a carapace of a bug. It's like a beetle or a caterpillar. Slugger slots are deceptive creatures by nature. They seem friendly and peaceful with their little dances and cheerleading routines, but they cleverly employ those tactics to lull their prey into a false sense of security. Slugger slots often find themselves living in packs with boogie manguinis who are the real dangers in any given encounter. The boogie manguinis attack while the prey is distracted by the slugger slots, and they split the spoils appropriately. This combo attack has been known to fell even mighty Draculords. Sentinels of unparalleled vigilance, alarmers have a reaction time that surpasses any natural biological creature. The most impressive recognized feat accomplished by an alarmer is when 2 of them played 53 rounds of rock, paper, scissors. It took them a grand total of 6 seconds to play those 53 matches. Though no one can match their speed, they always find it charming when anyone tries. Much like when a master of a given craft observes a novice stumbling along. Oh, one of them is defending. Don't raise the... You can double raise the tension to 20? That is absolutely terrifying. Oh no, that's bad. Wow, you really want that slugger slot dead. Oh no, multi-slash. Oh my god! Oh, that's what the power of 20 tension is on some of these grotto enemies. That's not good. Okay, well, that thing's dead. All right, well, my healer is dead. How am I gonna beat the grotto boss with my healer dead? Do I have to use one of my Yggdrasil leaves? That's not good. No, don't please. Oh, go for bolts again. Okay, that thing's dead. I need Dynne to go next and kill the thing. Okay, 17 damage. Oh, we're all dead, aren't we? Oh, yeah, we're all dead. Oh, Bolts, can you kill this thing? I need you to kill this thing. Wow, that's how powerful these grotto enemies can be. Total team wipe from this. All right, well, that's that. I suppose I don't necessarily need to go and do that grotto boss now. Sure, why not? I didn't have any plans for that. All right. Well, I showed off the chest, and that's the important thing, because now that you guys have been made aware of it, I can go and grind that chest in the most tedious way possible until I can get the stupid Solarettes. But that is not the end of this episode. Not even close. We need to go and lose half of our money over and over and over again. It's a good thing I put most of it in the bank. I need to go pay a visit to Kris Kringle up in the Snowbarian Coast, specifically the Kringle Coast. Because if you remember from ye episodes of Christmas past, that Kris Kringle has 2 horses, and those 2 horses need some more horseshoes. And, well, Kris Kringle wanted the exotic horseshoes. He wanted the special horseshoes. He wanted the high-quality Louis Vuitton horseshoes of the horseshoe world. And we needed to get them from an enemy called Tantamount. I have found a location upon which I can find Tantamounts. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Kringlemas! Well now, what's a nice little boy like you doing all the way out here at Kris Kringle's house? Did you see my 2 lovely horses outside? I did, in fact. They're very freezing. They're like shivering. You might want to bring them inside. Nonsense. Prancer and Dancer are immune to the cold. They're the merriest mares in the world. All of their merrymaking keeps them warm. Although, it is what I would hope that they're doing. In reality, I know they're having a bit of trouble prancing and dancing. Their shoes have grown rather old and worn, and I need to get them new ones. You seem a very experienced and accomplished. Sorry, it's a bit cold. I need to move a bit closer to my fireplace. Perhaps you could bring me some heavenly horseshoes for my girls. You'll receive heavenly horseshoes when you defeat a tantamount in 5 turns or less. What do you say, little one? Will you bring my girls some lovely presents? 'Tis the season. Yes, I will actually do this. Kris Kringle, who lives on a small island off the Kringle coast, is interested in heavenly horseshoes. You can get a hold of them by defeating a tantamount within 5 turns. I would love to do this for you. Oh, you will? How jolly generous of you. You've made an old man very merry. Now, the girls have 8 legs between them, so you'll need to find 8 heavenly horseshoes. Good luck, little one. Oh. Merry Questmas. Merry Questmas. Yeah, it's Mary, absolutely. Mary had a little horse, and its pelt was as white as snow. Anyway, the place where I can find Tantamount, if I remember correctly, is in the Platinum Void of Dread. Grotto level 73. And I, of course, am level 50, so nothing could possibly go wrong when random enemies are enough to completely wipe out the party instantaneously. Oh, and we expect to be able to beat Tantamount in 5 turns or less? Well, at least it's easy to get to. It's right outside of Zir. Oh, wait, while I'm by Zir, in my multiversal travels trying to get a bunch of grottos, I accidentally unlocked the door to the inn in the back. There's a red chest in here that I can now get, now that I have the ultimate key. So I will get whatever's in here. A mini medal. Not like I don't have over 70 of those things already. I don't need any more of those things. I should turn them into Max Medlin. I probably should. I probably will. Anyway, I'm gonna go into this dungeon because this particular one is important, not just for the tantamounts, but also for another thing as well. So I'm gonna come in here and we're gonna show this place off, this bad boy, the Platinum Void of Dread. I am inside of a very active volcanic void. There's lava down there, and as you can see, I didn't want to run into it. Oh god, it's just like the Magmalises. There are Magmalises in this place, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Just let me run away. Don't hit me. You only do 2 damage. You're a Magmalis. You're not anything difficult. Enemies on the first floor are not terrifying. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. El Nino. You've got to stop, man. You can't do anything. Stop trying to light me on fire. This is not going well. Oh my god. Speeding up. Speeding up. Speeding up. I am fine. 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 You want to do this? You want to do this? You'll do it my way. You'll do it my way and you'll learn. You'll learn to experience pain and suffering. Fine. Anyone who doesn't die gets mercy granted upon them, but everyone else gets to starburst throw, bolts. I need you to do Giga Gash on the things, and then Charles beat the Magmalis. Kill them dead. Lightning! How did the Magmalis wasn't targeted. Yeah, that thing did 650 damage because these enemies are child's play. You guys could have survived. You genuinely could have lived. Oh, he doesn't take kindly to the tender treatment. Oh, well, you get to die then. I granted you mercy, and you've spat in my face. You wicked, vile cretin. Go and burn. This is why I don't like to fight enemies, because it's a pain in the rear end. It takes too long. It takes far too long. Anyway, again, this is another situation where, oh my god, we need to get to floor 13. I actually think in this one I need to get to floor 14. So, I'll see you, well, I actually won't. I don't think I need to get to the, I do need to get to the very bottom, but I don't need to get to the very bottom immediately. Oh, magic water, wow. Not like I've gotten 80 jars of that over the course of opening these things. Whirly-girlies, I don't want to fight them. I don't need any more pretty Betsies. Or at least I don't think I need any. Not right now, at the very least. We keep going down. I think I need to go, yeah, down even further. Ninos, I don't need to fight the Ninos. I just need to go down. Down, down, down to the bottom of the grotto. Down, down, down to the bottom. No, prison peacocks, I don't want to do it. If you're fast enough, you can walk straight through enemies. And usually it works out in my favor. And my flavor. Welcome to Flavor Town. Population, Erin, because she's the only one who can make French onion soup. Basement floor number 7. I think floor number... No, I don't want to go that way. Dragon. Are you a red dragon or a Rashaveric? I don't know what you are. I don't need to fight you, though. Which means I can go... No, you're in the way. You're in the way. Move. You're still in the way. You still need to move. Thank you. I don't know where you went, but you're no longer in the way. Nope, dragon. I don't want to fight the dragons. I don't want to fight the dragons. I don't want to fight the dragons. Leave me alone. I'm pretty sure there aren't any notable chests in this particular grotto for me. The reason why I got to this one is because of some of the enemies that I found in the lower levels. Very important. Very, very important. Not the prison peacocks. We don't need to worry about them. I am here for, well, as I implied, I'm here for tantamounts. Tantamounts are in this particular grotto, as I found. Ooh, in a chest. I'll take it. No mimics. Ah, oh, toad oil. Ah, toad oil. Can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. But we need to get 8, which means I need to fight at minimum 8 tantamounts. Have I fought them before? Not tantamounts, those things. Cycle. I'm not taking no chances. I'm not dealing with them right now. I will be back. And by back, I mean right now. I'll fight them right now. A Fright Knight and a Draculord. I'm pretty sure I fought both of these. Fright Knight and Dracula. Those are both from the Realm of the Mighty, right? I'm fairly certain. Stella. Fright Knights. Well, no one can say you're not in it to win it. 1,000 battles won earns you the honorable title of winning streaker. Can we change that second word? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to, if I want to be known as a streaker. Winning streaker, presented to Dynne for the achievement of 1,000 victories on the battlefield. Yeah, I have fought a lot, haven't I? I fought a very lot. Don't look at them on. Don't look at the bosses. Where are they? Octagoon, Darkonium Slime. Oh my god, look at all these question marks. What were they called? Draculard and Night Knights. We fought the Draculard. Night Knights. I need Fright Knights? Fright Knight. All right, we've fought them. All right, so I don't need to worry about them. That's good to know, at least. Oh, why are you... If I could just ignore you, that would be fantastic. I think floor 10, double digits, is the floor that Tantamounts start spawning on. I'm going to get to floor 13 or 14, though, because that's where I know they are. I don't want to fight any of those flamin' Draymond yet. Nope. None of you. Do we have to go straight down from here? All of the grottos, 82 grottos, are blurring together in a very, very grotto-shaped blur. Floor 11. I'm pretty sure the Tantamounts are in this dungeon, right? They better be. They better be. I don't want to fight the Flamin' Draymond yet. I'm not in the mood. Not right now. Once I get down lower. There they are. Yep, that's the thing that we're after. This is the terrifying horse that we need to fight in 5 turns or less for us to get those horseshoes. Look at those brilliant colors. This is an absolutely terrifying enemy. Tantamounts are just really big horses. Despite what you may think due to their vibrant coloring, they don't actually have any special or particularly noteworthy characteristics. The bolts of lightning that sometimes can be seen around them are just coincidences and are a result of the grottos that tantamounts inhabit. If you're willing to put in the effort to tame a tantamount, you'll never find a more loyal steed. I think the way we go about making sure this guy dies is we see if Risk is willing. And by risk is willing, I mean if we're willing to risk it all. I'm going to do double up. Nuts is going to multi-heal. Bolt is going to oomph herself. And then Charles is going to do... Can Charles sap? Charles cannot sap, which is unfortunate. In that case, Charles is going to do... Charles is just going to attack, I think. Ooh, 109. Okay, well, at least this thing targeted us, well, first, before we did that. All right, so our main attackers have gotten their damage pretty buffed. So this is turn 1. And we've dealt 82 damage. All right, so now we can go with Reign of Pain. Nuts can do Starburst. Bolts can do... I think I'm going to do Giga Gash, and Charles can just attack again. If you're attacking Charles, that's fine. This is turn 2. We're doubling into Charles, that's fine. 367, that's not bad. That's pretty good. So, with Starburst Throw, if it does 100, I'll be pleased. 111, that's very good. And then Giga Gash. Probably, well, actually, with all of the magic waters that I've gotten, we'll be fine. 285. You missed. Okay, well, that's fine. Reign of Pain. Another Starburst. Another... Do Falcon Slash this time, and Charles just attack as normal. 129. Reign of Pain. This is turn 3. And it's defeated. All right, so Tantamounts, with a little offensive investment, should be relatively easy for me to do. Tantamount drops something. Dynne acquires a Heavenly Horseshoe. 7 more to go. That's fine. I should be able to do that relatively easily. However, that is not all we're here for. I'll take care of the rest of those in a bit. I just need to get... No, don't you touch me, you stupid Cobra Cardinal! I don't want to... Why? Why must you all be here? Can I run away? I probably shouldn't. Fine. Starburst Throw. Falcon Slash the Giant and Cracker Whack everyone else. Oh no, he's bouncing. None of us have magic. None of us have a single offensive magic spell that we're using. Wow, you really wanted that Cobra Cardinal dead. That's fine. I can understand that. Wasting a Starburst Throw. We probably shouldn't waste all of our BP. Although, to be fair, Nuts has a lot of BP. Or MP, I should say. All of the things. Oh, this is going to kill me. Oh, I thought that was like a critical attack. Because normally when an enemy like a giant slowly goes up to me and tries to attack me, it's like, that's a critical attack. Right in the eye. Nice. Brilliant. Dynne and Goliath. Except Goliath is, well, a normal giant. Anyway, where's the stairs? We need to go over here. Up, 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 and over... across this lava bridge. Now, could you... I don't suppose you'd be willing to... go away, right? Leave me alone. No, 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 no. Ah, these stupid things. This is why I hate navigating in this area. Because the pathways, they're so small. They're so condensed. Are you going to beat me with your stick? Oh, no, you're going to use Zamel. No, don't. Ah, 28. Boomerang. Wow, 68. The boomerangs never do that much. I'm probably just going to put Nuts back on spear duty. Because, like, otherwise, well, boomerang, it's not exactly the most powerful weapon. I need to finish up the boomerang quests as soon as possible. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Stairs. Is it 13 or 14? We'll find out in a minute. I think 14 is the go-to floor. Maybe. Actually, it might not be. Anyway, on one of these floors, let's see... oh, more tantamounts. Let's see if we can't find what my secondary objective is coming to this particular area. I think 13 is actually the last floor. I think 14 is the boss in this particular one. Either way, there are tantamounts of plenty, so I can take care of the horseshoes. Yes, one of those things. This is also very much why this is a very important dungeon. This, on the 13th floor, has metal slime kings. And if by some miracle... Oh, I don't have the axes or my spears for Hatchet Man or Thunder Thrust. But if by some miracle I can fight and kill these Platinum King slimes, we will be golden. Absolutely golden for training. Bolts, I need you to do Falcon Slash on you, and Charles... Actually, Charles, can you just do mid-heal on Nuts? I don't know, 85. That's dangerous. Oh, 127, that's dangerous. Nuts needs to be on healing duty. Oh, nice, I killed one. Oh, that was a brilliant crit. Okay, now I have to make sure I win this. Okay, that's good. I wasn't expecting to kill one of these. Despite their names and similar builds, terror trolls have nearly no evolutionary link to more familiar species of trolls. In actuality, the true living being that you see when looking at these creatures is the club-like object being held by the otherwise trollish figure. This misconception about the nature of these beings was upheld for centuries. It has only been in recent decades where terror trolls have thought it prudent to clear up this misplaced belief after one too many adventurers sought to claim the clubs as a prize. Triumphing over a Metal King slime is an experience that nearly no adventurer can lay claim to. There are so many rumors and hearsay surrounding these beings that the truth may never be known. Anything that can be said with any amount of confidence comes from extrapolations and inference from encounters with lesser metal slimes. The only thing that can be said with absolute certainty is that the heart of Metal King slimes are made of pure orichalcum. Only the rarest of metals could ever hope to sustain the rarest of these metallic monarchs. Probably should give the tomes a chance to talk about them. That would probably be wise. Alright, can we get another critical hit to kill that one? I think we need to do Rain of Pain again. Nuts needs to do a multi-heal. Bolts can do Falcon Slash, and Charles can attack it. No, it runs away. Alright, well, I wasn't really expecting much from them, but now we just need to do the Terror Troll. Have we fought the Terror Trolls? I suppose the tomes would take care of it, but I don't know if we fought them before. Anyway, we're on full HP. I hope he just starts to lick his wooden club so I can deal with it. Ow! Excuse me? Lots of damage, please, and thank you. Stop it. Okay, it's defeated. Brilliant. Look at that experience. 30,000 a pop from one of them. This is the way that we're going to be training from henceforth forever on. Well, not forever onward, but for the foreseeable future. Now that I have equally shown this off to you guys as well, I'll also be training against the Platinum King slimes, because I definitely need to. So that's another level. Very good. Give me these skill points. Bolts also increases to 53. Absolutely fantastic. More skill points. Inevitably, Bolts... Oh, and Nuts gets a level. Everyone gets a level up. You get a level up. You get a level up. Everyone gets a level up. I needed you for one of the quests. Yes, indeed. The Metal King slime picks itself up and glances over with a look of remorse in its eyes. Dynne gets the distinct impression that it realizes it's disgraced its brethren. Seemingly ashamed of itself, the Metal King slime turns tail and runs. Have I been calling them Platinum King slimes? I think I might have. That's a different type of enemy. We don't need to... Is it? It's Platinum King Jewels, not Platinum... There is a 14th floor. So 13th and 14th floors have Platinum... or the other ones. I need to fight more enemies. So honestly, it's been a minute since we've done more bestiary entries. Flame and Draymon, but they're too stunned to move. I'll take advantage of this. Flame and Draymon are the pioneers of pyrotechnics in the Protectorate. If it goes boom, it's been created or influenced by these molten maniacs. What the Flame and Draymon may be lesser known for is the strides they've made in the field of fire suppression. While they themselves may have quite the tolerance to the heat, they fully recognize not everyone has their constitution. So many of the flame-retardant materials and fire-suppressing systems in use across the world have been stress-tested by eager Flamin' Draymen. Rain of Pain! We will destroy them! Rain of Pain is rapidly becoming one of my favorite moves with a bow because it's so good. Like, we have like 4 opportunities for a crit. And if you oomph or double up on that, you get such powerful attacks. It's insane. It's crazy. We'll also be doing the Grotto boss because we're very much close. So that's one of them defeated. And then I'm pretty sure we outspeed this. Ow, 115. Yeah, these Grotto bosses, or these Grotto enemies, they all do a lot of damage. I am, well, terrified of them, to be completely honest. One wrong move, one false step, and we're done for. So which boss was down in here? I don't remember. You are... Oh, you. I remember you. I only beat this guy one time, and it was in this dungeon. This is quite the enemy. Foul Eye. Who? I am the eyes, the huge eyes, watching enviously from the darkness. Excalibur is the arm, to wit the source of destruction. Nemean is our hair-brained head. We are 10, and we are 1. Together, we made up before our dispersal to these grottos. We were the Grand Architect Zenus. Now, look into my eyes, not around my eyes. Give up your soul to my huge eyes. You. That is correct. Foul Eye is part of the dismembered body remnants of the Grand Architect Zenus. When Corvus struck the realm of the mighty and deposed our god, our creator, the fallen bits formed these foul foes. And as they said, the eye is now foul, most foul, hideous and repugnant. The tomes know all. Among the 10 fragments, Foul Eye is an anomaly. Where all others have only the faintest recollection, Foul Eye knows exactly what he is. The eyes of Zenus, the form of the Almighty, shattered by the onslaught that was Corvus's power, was reformed into beings of godly strength. However, supremely dark powers took hold of these fragments and shaped them into corrupted facsimiles of their former whole. Foul Eye was chief among those corrupted, having taken in an abnormally large amount of that dark power. Was this a mistake? Was it intentional? Who can say? So obviously this dude is rather reminiscent of Hootingham Gore, who himself was a magic user, and Foul Eye is no different. For this one, we absolutely need to make sure that we put up some magical defenses. So Rain of Pain for Dynne. Nuts is gonna do... I think multi-heal is the best bet. It's always, as I found, a fantastic bet to hedge your bets by using a multi-heal on turn 1, even if you're full, because these Grotto bosses will destroy you if you're not careful, and they will oftentimes go before you. I'm gonna Oomph Bolts. Charles has probably the most important thing in... Magic Barrier. Protects the whole party from attack spells. This will be the move that is going to, well, not ensure, but make it very much possible to survive against this dude. Because this dude has Divine Intervention, and the resistance to spells, it hits everyone, is kind of terrifying. So we're probably going to be trading Divine Intervention and Magic Barrier back and forth between the two. So, Dynne and Bolts are going to be the highest damage dealers. Resistance to spells returns to normal, returns to normal, returns to normal. Yeah, we definitely want to keep compounding that because that is very important. Nuts, I'm going to have you do Magic Barrier as well. I didn't quite realize that you knew that. Falcon Slash. Actually, you're going to oomph Dynne, and Charles is also going to do Magic Barrier. This will at least ensure that we have +1 to spell defense. Because if he's doing Divine Intervention, decreased a little, isn't affected, finally, at least one of you. Oh, Disruptive Wave. Well, that's fine. We haven't gotten our Magic Barriers up yet. So you get oomphed, and we all get Magic Barriers. Increases a little, increases a little, increases a little, increases a little. Do you remove your own Divine Intervention with that? Anyway, our resistance to spells increases a lot, so that's good. Dynne, as always, Reign of Pain. Nuts, you can do... I guess you could try... No, you don't want to do Kaboom. Actually, Kaboom was one of the spells that we got. Actually, I'm just going to do Kazam. And then Bolts, you can do Falcon Slash, and Charles can just attack. Divine Intervention, decreases a little, unaffected, decreased a little. All right, well, that's fine. Oh, Kaswoosh. Ooh, it's a critical Kaswoosh. That's fine, that's fine. We can deal with 100 bits of damage. 395. That's the reason why that a boosted Reign of Pain is so good. If you could do like 400 damage, nice. 79, very good. He must be weak to dark for Kazam to do as well as it did. But now we need to do a multi-heal. Bolts would do oomph on herself, and Charles can just attack. Kaswoosh, that's not bad. Kazam, don't kill him. 53. This is why it's so important to have magical defenses for this boss. Because he will be focusing on the magic attacks more than the physical attacks. Multi-heal should get us up to pretty much full, which is very good. Fantastic. 73, not bad. Reign of Pain. You can do Kazam. Bolts can do Falcon Slash. Charles can attack. Gleaming Eerily. Why do you put Bolts to sleep? You didn't even wake her up. Rude. Fine. Take 400 more damage. Bolts, you need to wake up. Bolts never gets any kind of leeway in these fights. It's like everyone is always going for Bolts. It's like, oh, it's a critical club attack on Bolts. It's like, oh, we're doubling in on Bolts. Oh, Bolts this, Bolts that. Another multi-heal, please. Bolts, wake up. Don't you dare. Nuts. No, 48. All right, as long as we have those magical defenses. Oh, and there's Disruptive Wave. Oh, and now we're all back to normal. And Bolts is still asleep. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to have Dynne do double up to see if that's beneficial. Oh, Bolts, you woke up. Fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that. Double up. Multi-heal. Oomph. Magic Barrier. Divine Intervention. I need you to not. Decreased. Unaffected. Decreased. Okay. Completely enthralled by Charles. That's what we're talking about. That's the stuff that we love to see. Okay. That's good. We didn't need the multi-heal, but as always with Grotto bosses, as I have found, infinitely better to be safe than sorry when it comes to healing than anything else. Especially as I don't have Omni heal just quite yet. But now that I have access to Metal King Slimes, that should go a lot easier. Reign of Pain. Multi-heal. Falcon Slash and normal attack. Don't put me to sleep. Charles. No. Ooh, 82. That's fine. We have a multi-heal charged up. Nice. 395. That's good. Reign of Pain is definitely so useful in these fights. Especially if an enemy is more weak to physical attacks. Reign of Pain. Kazam. Falcon Slash. We're probably, well, not on the brink of changing the classes. We still need to do more of the class quests. Don't you do that. Stop getting critical spells. It's unnerving how many you're doing. Ooh, yeah, we need a multi-heal. This is why, if they just choose to do damage, that you should always really do multi-heal. Charles, buddy, I need you to wake up, like, ASAP, my dude. Multi-heal, Falcon Slash. Oh, Kaswoosh. Oh, Charles, 5 HP. Kazam on Charles. Well, there goes Charles. This is what you get for being asleep, you dingbat. And this is honestly what always happens. The instant, oh, nice crit. That's well-timed. But the instant they double in on an enemy, on one of your party members, not an enemy, they'll just completely destroy you. Rain of Pain. Luckily, we do have Kazing, which is a guaranteed revive. So, Falcon Slash again. Kazam on Bolts. 105. Completely enthralled. Brilliant. Can we just kill him? Yes, we can! Oh, that's fantastic. Good. Despite, well, being in a level 70 dungeon, Foul Eye himself is not the strongest of bosses if you've got some magical defenses. So, and it's good experience. It's like half of a single Platinum King, or Metal King slime. All the metal slimes, they blend together so easily. What kind of map did we get? Bronze Layer of Hurt, 62. Oh, God, I feel like I've read the stupid map thing a million times over. I'm not worrying about that. No, I'm not. I'm not worrying about it. I've just found them a million separate times. All right, I need to go back in here, and I need to actually do what I meant to do, and that's get all of the things. Tantamount, the magic horseshoes or whatever. So I'll go back down to floor 13 and 14. And, well, there's one more enemy down there that I want to show off. And it's one of, like, the... Oh, I should have... Wait, I have the power. Nuts. Kazing Charles. Kazing. Brilliant. And then can we heal? Heal all. Yes. Yes. Bring them back from the brink. Do the normal things. That's fine. No. Oh, hell, Ninos. Hell, Ninos. Just be... Oh. Red Dragon. We've already fought Red Dragons. All right, I'm going to fight a bunch of Tantamounts and one more enemy, and then we'll see whichever one comes first or which comes last. We'll have to see. Un momento while I deal with all of the things that I need to deal with. Well, on the way down, I was fighting a prison peacock, and Charles got to level 53, so that's great. Thank you, Charles. Get that experience. We can never have enough of it. You really, really can't. Well, Nuts died, but Law of Equivalent Exchange does demand that I get something for my trouble, so that's the second Heavenly Horseshoe. Absolutely fantastic. How am I going to get her back up alive? I don't know. We'll have to think of something. I killed another one, but Nuts died again. Like, honestly, if I have to get these horseshoes at the price of Nuts' life, I don't know if it's worth it. Like, I have to use the leaves, the Yggdrasil leaves to bring her back from the dead. Like, why do you have to target the one who can bring people back? That's number 3. This should be number 4, and Nuts didn't even die this time. Tantamount dropped something. Another Heavenly Horseshoe. That's all of the horseshoes that I need for Prancer. Now I just need to make sure Dancer gets all of the shoes that they need. 4 more to go. Bolts nearly died with this one, but they are still alive, and that means drop number 5, the 5th Heavenly Horseshoe. The enemy don't notice my presence. I have found 2 more Platinum Kings, and I will take full opportunity to use it. I switched out, when I saw these in the overworld, I swapped over to axes and spears, so we're going to be trying out Hatchet Man and Thunder Thrust on these dudes. Oh, Lightning Storm. No, Thunder Thrust. We need that. And Bolts, go for... Honestly, Charles and Bolts aren't going to be able to do much of anything to those guys if they don't work. So Falcon Slash the Troll and Cracker Whack everything. Hit it. You missed. You're not going to have a lot of opportunities to do this. 105, 105, 210. I did swap over to the more powerful spears. You missed both of them. And the more powerful axes that I got from the chests in the grottos. So that is what I did. Hatchet Man, Thunder Thrust, Falcon Slash, and Cracker Rack. Let's see. 118, that's not... Oh, and it runs away. Ah, darn it. Just kill one of them, please. Hit it. Hit it. Nice. Okay, so we killed one of them. So if we get like 1 or 2 in a fight, that's fine. I'll take it. You're gonna... Oh, nice. You get the crit on that one, too. You didn't kill him, but that's fine. You totally, absolutely would have hit. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. I hate it when that happens. The critical hits. That's awful. Could you die? You can't. Well, that's fine. Nuts. You have Kazing, right? Bring them back and Bolts and Charles. Can you... Okay, you can bring him back. Just don't kill him again. Mr. Giant Troll, if you could kindly just not kill us. Nice, I love that shield. Good, it's dead and everyone's alive. Fantastic. So, not a tantamount, but it is 30,000 more experience. And I will take that. Bolts! Lovely Bolts, level 54. Absolutely fantastic. Very glad. Very, very, very glad. Because the more, it's important how we get more levels, because the more levels that we get, the better the grotto maps that we get in the future. So, if it happens, it's very good that it happens. But regardless, we still need a few more horseshoes. So now that we're on basement floor 14, we should be good to go. Another one has been defeated. And Nuts got her coup de grace, so she got her MP back, which is absolutely fantastic. And you dropped a normal treasure chest. What do you have? Horse manure! Of course. If you can't kill me, you've literally got the shit in my open hands. Give me your feet. I kill these tantamounts to steal their feet. I think that's like number 6. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I only need to do 2 more. And with a timely crit from Nuts, that was a turn 1 tantamount takedown. Heck yeah. I'll gladly take that. I'm pretty sure that's horseshoe number 7. I hope it's horseshoe number 7. 1 more to go. Nuts died again. She is 3 for 8 on the tantamount kills, but we got the thing. I'm fairly certain this is the last one that I needed. I hope it is. The Omniscient Tomes have not graced me with a convenient message. I don't have any more Yggdrasil leaves, so if that's not the last one, then we are in trouble. No, we have all 8. That's brilliant. All right, now that that's out of the way, I can just evac ourselves right out of here. I don't need to be in here anymore. I'm pretty sure I actually did. There was one more enemy. Well, Stella, is it in our bestiary? Have we fought it? So they tell me you've weaseled away 100 grand in the bank and earned your White Sticker Saver award. Have I done that? I feel like I did that a long time ago. All right, well, White Sticker Saver. The Rainbow Ends group congratulates Dynne for becoming a White Sticker Saver by depositing 100,000 gold in the bank. Well, awesome. You're welcome. Fantastic. Thank you. I don't know. Where would it have been? Tantamount? No. Flame and Draymond? No. Octagoon? No. Terror Trolls? No. There's still one more enemy in there that I need to fight. All right, well, I'm not gonna do that right now. I'll give you the bestiary entry. If I were smarter, I would have shown you this enemy. Barry Earthen warriors were purpose-built to carry out a single task. Stand against the necromantic forces raised by the original Gittish Empire. A handful of mighty sages of antiquity poured every ounce of their magical potency into these masterfully crafted statues, and imbued them with their intent to protect life from the forces of the dead and damned. After the fall of the Empire, the Barry Earthen warriors fell into a hibernation of sorts, only to awaken once more with the return of the Empire. And we're back on this very depressing island. I don't know whether or not I need to go to The horses specifically, or if I need to go to Chris, well, I suppose Chris would probably be able to make better use of the horseshoes than I would, or the horses themselves would. Ho, 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 hello, little one. It looks like you found some heavenly horseshoes for my precious Prancer and Dancer. Yes, I have 8 of them. Horses have 4 legs, and you have 2 horses, and I can math, and that means you need 8 of them. Have 8 heavenly horseshoes. Ho, ho, ho! These horseshoes are every bit as marvelous as I'd heard. How merry! I'd better go and pop them on Prancer and Dancer's dainty little hooves right away. Back in 2 shakes of a jingle bell. I wonder what I'm gonna get for this. I have no idea. Ho, ho, ho! Oh, the girls were ever so pleased with their presents. They looked as if all of their Christmases had come at once. Why don't you go and see them dancing and prancing about for yourselves? It's all thanks to you, little one. I must give you a present now to thank you. Ho, ho, ho. Let's see. What do I have in my sack? You could probably word that differently. Here you go. A treasure map called S. Stark's Map, level 1. I didn't know that this would get me a legacy boss map. Oh, well, you know I can't be doing that. If I can't even kill Baramos, I won't be able to do this. Although with all the equipment that I've gotten upgraded, I might be able to handle Baramos. The merry Questmas quest has been transgressed with a jolly amount of finesse. Well, that's lovely. Is that something that's repeatable? I don't actually know. Can you speak to me? You have more? More? All right, well, tickle me curious. What do you want? Welcome to Kris Kringle's house, little boy. And Prancer and Dancer just love the heavenly horseshoes. They've been merry old foals ever since. But my girls do love to gallop about so, as if they might need some reshoeing again. Yeah, you could do it yourself. I'm not doing that again anytime soon. Yeah, no. I don't know. No. I am too busy. They don't need reshoeing. It's been 4 minutes. Less than that. It's less than 2 minutes. It's been 60 seconds. Are you all pleased with the things? Nay. Oh my god, they are dancing. Oh wow, this is like some kind of ritualistic horse dance? What about you, Dancer? Nay. This is a ritualistic horse dance. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, horse manure, lovely. Chris, do you just take all of your horse crap and literally stuff it into barrels? You don't even dig a hole? No wonder this bird is so depressed. It literally lives in a hole filled with horse crap and holes. Do I have any more quests that I can do? You spend a lot of time in grottos, don't you? You can absolutely shut your fairy mouth up, you little blonde fairy. I know I spend enough time in there. You should become a pot boiler or a cave holer or whatever they're called. You could shut up. You know that, Stella? I don't know why it's snowing in my mind, but you could still shut up. Stupid fairy. It's like, oh, you taunting me. Runny Bunny. Yeah, I know. I need to get the stupid metal things. A Star is Born? That's another thing that we'll do that in the next episode. I found a cavern, a grotto. I found a grotto with Moy Minstrels. We'll unlock the luminaries in the next episode. If we're not doing sage stuff, we'll get to luminaries very soon. I'm very glad I remembered to do that. That's great. Oh my god, that's fantastic. And the extra ones? Charlene? Oh yeah, I have enough stuff for that. I should do that. Oh, and I should look up which other ones that I did. I did liquid metal slime, and metal medley. No, metal medley and liquid metal slime, and metal king slime. Anything for love. I don't think we ever found a Draculord yet, though. And Bleats Me. Yeah, I still don't know what item to do for that. All right, so that'll probably be it for this episode. And then in the next one, it's either going to be sagey stuff or some more grotto-focused stuff. Now that, well, anyway, I should say what I'll be doing between episodes. Between episodes, I will be going back through that one, what is it called? The Silver Tundra? No, Platinum Void. The Platinum Void of Dread. Is that the one? That's the one with the King Metal Slimes. No. Silver Tundra of Dread. Yeah, the first one. The silver... No. It was the Steel Crypt. Right. I've saved a lot for various reasons. The Steel Crypt of Dread is the one with the rank 9 chest. Or the rank 8. Rank 8. Yeah, rank 8 with the Metal Sun. Between episodes, I will be going back and forth in and out of that dungeon a lot of times until I get the Metal Slime Solarettes that I can trade to the Bunny Girl, which will be good. And then I'll also, if I'm in the mood for it, be training against the Metal King Slimes, which is very good to just, in general, have at least one grotto where that's an option. So I'm very pleased to have found those. Between episodes, I probably won't find many more grottos, not until I do a bunch more side quests with all the stuff that we have, because we need to actually do the grotto bosses. Foul Eye alone is not enough, and I need to show off how to get more of those 2% ranked equipments. That'll come soon. But regardless, that'll be it for this episode. Whether you watched it for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning into it. I very much appreciated it. Hopefully, you guys find the fruits of my exhaustive grotto hunt labors far more enjoyable than it was for me to go through 82 of them. If you in any way, shape, or form are a sympathetic person, please drop a like for me and my sanity of going through 82 grottos. It was a pain. It really was a pain. I'll be going through more of those. My brain is leaking out of my brain ears. 30 seconds is the hard thing. Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of Dynne Plays Dragon Quest Grotto Hunting 9, Sentinels of the Starry Grottos. I'll see all of you, fantastic people, next time. Later.